everybody. Welcome TikTok Tuesday. Welcome Thomas. Yay! So today we're working with this geode box that we made the other day. It's not been resined or anything. I keep wanting to show you on the mirror. So that will be resined after we create the inside of the box with the Floetrol today. And then spray it all, and then we'll resin the top. Okay, so if you've never used Floetrol before, but it's called Flood, and then it's Floetrol, so that. And then you're looking for the latex base, and it comes in different sizes. You don't have to get a ginormous size if you don't want to. And when you get it, I recommend getting a big cup like this, shaking the Floetrol up super good, and then dumping it in there. When you do, just an amount, you will find like strings of latex. And when I first started, I just scooped them up and threw them all away. Well, what happens is then your Floetrol does not have that gluey latex stuff that you need to make these unicorn spit flow things work really well, especially if you're putting crystals and glass chips and stuff like that in, because you keep scraping it out, right? Not you, me. So I learned to put it into a big cup first, then stir the fire out of it and break all that back up. Then take your little funnel, however you do it, whatever bottle you put it into. I put it into different bottles so I know it's strained and ready to go. If I've added water, I will put that, but I did not on this one. And you put it, like that, so you can strain the last little bits and chunks out that you don't want. And then you've got a pure bottle, still having the gluey latex part that we need. Another thing on this is it looks white, but it dries clear. So just try to remember that, because sometimes it's so pretty of a design. You've got your black and your white and your blue, and then all of a sudden it dries clear, and now you've got just your black, blue, and whatever was underneath of it. So if you want white, add white when you're working with Floetrol. So the last thing I'm going to say is we're working on a treasure. No, it's not the last thing I'm going to say. Liar. Working on a treasure box today. So when you're getting to this point, make sure that the orientation is correct. And what I mean by that is that the hinge holes are matching. These are the hinges and this is the little latch. So, because when you design it, you want to be able to see whatever design you have right side up as you've designed it. So, just a note to self. Okay, so I'm flipping that open. This is the top of my box, and this is the bottom. So this one is just going to get a basic Floetrol unicorn spit pour. So welcome everybody. Thank you for the love. So what I'm going to do is I'm starting with that Floetrol, and I'm just going to pour a bunch in the bottom of this treasure box. And I do mean a bunch. Playing with it is the best thing you can do. Put it on different surfaces, like if you've got a cradle board or working on a canvas. Each surface is going to respond a little bit different. So it's fun. Just experiment. You can't do it wrong, y'all. I'm just sharing the tips that I have found that work well for me. But you always do you, and don't feel like you can't. It's your art, your life, your journey. Okay, so that's one. I got a little milky white puddle all the way down at the bottom, and that looks fine. So what I've got is my regular geode was the Capricorn Artistic Vivation. It's the Unicorn Spits Bling Sister Metallics. Still aromatherapy with the jasmine and lemongrass in it. Still no polymers or glues or anything like that in that. It's still a gel stain, but it's got that beautiful metallic. This one had the copper flash. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it pops up here and there. So that's what's on here that along with Midnight's Blackness. I put them in little bottles. And something else. Oh, and we had a blend of the white. So I want to kind of match that here. Okay. I'm going to take something, maybe a brush of some sort, and just kind of spread it around. How about some Midnight's Blackness? Now that is, as well as all the others, very concentrated. I don't have it watered down at all. I'm just using it straight, but you can definitely water these down like 10 times and it's super, super strong. I really love that about the Unicorn Spit products. That's a dream for me. A dream come true. I'm just going to go ahead and brush that through too. Make those really nice sharp lines and then go back over and smoke them out with different colors or whites. It's just very cool. This is where I'm just going to start playing and just forget talking to you people. I do want to say thank you so much for helping out with the shares and the watches. Really is a blessing, you guys. So I'm just making fun. Maybe if I put it this way you could see. Maybe I'll do it this way too. Capricorn. I wonder if we'll see the flash. I wonder. Let's see. I put all the black where the Capricorn was, so I'm going to drop my Capricorn right on top of it. Also some here. Just whatever feels good to me at the time. Relaxing. Thanks, Gran. Watching me do it instead. Hey. Hey, Bluebird. Welcome. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. What is happening with everyone? I know we've all been so busy. I've been so busy. Now it's like the pool has to get opened. So we've been working on it. And I'm excited about it. We took the cover off and it was black water, like Creature of the Black Lagoon. And then we used that green to blue, and like the next day it was already like to the lime green, and we've been scraping up leaves and kicking out polywogs and good times. It looks kind of like angel wing thingies, I don't know. Let's see if we can make it run a little, just for fun. That's when it really starts becoming kind of more agate-like, I think. I'd like to add a little more, oops, check the orientation, a little more of the white. And I've got a very pretty sparkle. It's called Iced Egret. I'm putting the white right in that big section of blue just for fun. And this Iced Egret is like a clear, crystally, sparkly gel from Unicorn Spit. So you can add it with any of your colors to sparkle them up. So I've put it into one of these to see if it'll work. And I think it will, so yeah, it will. So I'm just pushing that right into that big white spot that I put down into the middle of the blue, just forcing it out, just to make that sparkly and a little bit different. I get carried away and just because I like to watch it flow, and then I'm like, oh, I've gone too far. That's all right. You can always grab another piece and do it again. If I see that the white didn't do what I wanted it to do or whatever, fine. I can come back and start again with another thing of Floetrol, or just start painting on top of the Floetrol and unicorn spit with the unicorn spit. You can do that. You can mix it into the Floetrol and paint with it. So there's lots of different things you can do. I do want, since this is the bottom, I want to add some crystals. And it is going to be resin, so I don't have to worry about someone getting cut on glass down there, because I will cover it with resin. So I'm putting them in that white area, the clear crystals with the iridescent, just in a few corners. I don't care if it, takes off and goes in other areas or not. I do love them. These colored ones that I'm in love with, right here. And I just got a couple on this section. Sorry guys, I'm not talking. Thank you so much. AJ911, welcome. So they were very pretty, and for some reason I decided not to put a bunch in. So I might as well make up for it and put it in here. So it'll be a nice little surprise. Once this is dry, if you are one that likes to make those, really skinny lines and stuff, you can always do that. Just when you're doing that, make your medium, whatever you're painting with, whether it's acrylics or unicorn spit, easier to manipulate it around when it's thin and making thin lines. So make it liquidy, it's easier. A little much, maybe. Okay, I blinged the fire out of it. Yay! But that is it, because I've got stuff to do. And I'm sure you guys do too. I can't thank you enough for hanging out with me. And shout out to Thomas, Bluebird, Grat, all of the artists that were on here. AJ, I totally appreciate your support. I love this connection. I appreciate you all. Have a beautiful day, and I hope you play in Floetrol and Unicorn Spit. Love you, bye.